The iPad is one of the best pieces of hardware Apple makes. But in 2025, there's still a lot of stuff that iPad users desperately want Apple to fix, and Apple's just not playing ball. That's what we're going to talk about today. Today's video is brought to you by Brain.fm. It's focused music, it sounds great, it's science-backed, it really works. You can check it out for free using the link down below. The iPad's biggest problem to most people's mind is that it's incredible hardware with frustrating software. iPads have laptop-tiered chips with insane displays and pretty good battery life. And then there's iPad OS, which lots of people feel keeps the iPad locked down. The iPad comes so close to doing Mac-like things, even while it can do plenty of things that a Mac can't. But while iPad OS is coming out with the ability to highlight different colors in Notes, what people seem to really crave are more powerful Pro software updates. Like, iPads have keyboards now, it's very laptop-like. And due to past marketing, a lot of people are expecting an actual laptop replacement. But again and again, that's not what Apple is giving people. It turns out a lot of people thought that an M series chip would mean macOS level power, but to a lot of people, they feel like they're stuck with iOS on a big screen. And this is why I think a lot of iPad fans are feeling set up. Now, in a different video, I already covered how the iPad Air is massively outselling, at least in the latest earnings reports, the iPad Pro, because people are getting 90% of what they want out of a tablet for much cheaper. That could all change though if Apple brought out a quote unquote real OS. Other people's words, not mine. I tend to like the iPad for what it is, although I acknowledge it does have some things holding it back. Apple actually has delivered some more pro-level apps to the iPad, like Final Cut, like Logic. Still no Xcode though, I know that bugs a lot of people. Now, Apple says iPadOS is a workflow workhorse. But a lot of people are craving a different sort of multi-window support, not just slide over or stage manager. And they also want more RAM included in the base model of any iPad across any of the lineups. And then there's the external display support. A lot of people would like to see a $1,500 iPad actually dock like a desktop. And they feel that iPadOS still treats external monitors like second-class citizens. As good as Stage Manager is, and it is a massive upgrade, and it didn't exist a while back, I do feel like Apple is listening to people's feedback as time goes on. It takes a while to build these ecosystems out. The Mac has been around forever compared to the iPad. So, I mean, I feel like we're getting there, but that's the point of this video, is to package all the feedback into one place. But aside from just having a good gaming experience, people also want a more nuanced, more powerful file management system instead of what they feel like Files is right now. And then there's peripheries. Now, a lot of people wish that they could slide an SD card right into the iPad, just like you can on the Mac. They want more than one port option. They want Pro attachments so the iPad can actually turn into more of a MacBook replacement when needed. As I've looked around the internet, I've found various opinions that have sort of piqued my interest. Somebody was out there saying that the iPad Pro is kind of like the Vision Pro, but without the headset, meaning it's great hardware, but it's sort of not fulfilling its ultimate destiny yet. I think a lot of people that buy an iPad were expecting it to be more MacBook-like, and then found that it wasn't and got kind of frustrated. But it's so nuanced because there are plenty of people who can get by with nothing but an iPad. It really comes down to your lifestyle, your workflows, your work, the business, the school that you're at, all these various little factors. At the end of the day, I think the iPad has everything it needs to be a laptop killer, except maybe the right software, whatever that means to you. I think tons of people can think of something they'd rather have than rearranging apps and widgets wherever you want on the home screen and coloring the icons however you'd like them shaded. As somebody who's made a lot of iPad content over the years, for the obvious reason that I use iPads all the time, I literally have them all over the place. I got a mini right here, I got a Pro here, I got a Pro up in the office, they're everywhere, right? I'm actually finding some interesting ways that I'm using the iPad lately. I need to make a whole separate video about it. Let me know your feedback. Did this video cover everything that, if you're not totally happy with the iPad, you wanted Apple to know about? And if I missed something, just leave a comment. And if you're totally happy with the iPad, on the other hand, and you feel like people are just complaining for no reason, let's have both sides here. Regardless, the iPad is a powerhouse, but it is trapped inside of iPadOS. Apple holds the key to this. Will they unlock it? You know how sometimes you hear an idea and it just hits? The kind that changes how you see things? Well, every Saturday, I send out one of those. No fluff, no filler, just a sharp, super useful insight designed to give you a thinking advantage, and it's free. If you want it, check out the link down below. It's called Saturday Signals. I'm super excited about it because I really feel like it's life-changing. This is good stuff for free.